I think on the technology sector, there's a lot happening in Pakistan, and it's much more than anybody imagines. And I'm happy to hear that and see that because देखिए उसमें जो traditional capital constraint है ना वो नहीं होता, because you start with this capital, right, and the sweat capital, and you have 2, 3, 4 guys and girls working together to build a business, just like it's happening in the West. और वो time lag जो है ना because of technology वो बहुत छोटा हो गया. So everything that's being done anywhere else can be done here. So that transfer of technology is instantaneous. So people are starting out businesses, whether it's quick loans or device being online, and there's so many good ideas happening. And I'm absolutely convinced that Pakistan is going to have 1 or 2 or 5 really breakout companies from the set that's working now, or that will be in the next 4 or 5 years. So that is the only sector where I think there's real potential for people who have nothing, like we had nothing, except conviction and some brain patterns and power and very little money. Wo, I think it can be a great, great, great story for Pakistan, because all of a sudden you can access those 200 million people and you can find a delivery service or product that they all need, because human beings are identical, not in the way we look, but in the way we think and the way we react and act. So if you can make a product that sells to one individual and satisfies that one individual's basic need, you're going to have at least 10 million more. And the Apple products are a perfect example of that. Log line laga ke khade hote hain to go around the block to buy that, because it appeals to a need that they have.
So do you think we as a society we're doing enough to support the people with growth mindset, entrepreneurs, startups? What is it that you'd like to see more?
I think we are beginning to now. We are beginning to now risk capital. I mean, people who have capital are willing to risk capital betting on these guys. The only problem is कि वो mindset अभी पूरी तरह change नहीं हुआ, because the people who have the money to risk have a controlling mindset. It's not their fault. That's just the way they've been brought up. That you set up a business and you control it. So you have more than 50% or 60 or 70%. Now, when you do that in a tech startup, you've killed it. It's dead before it starts. So my only advice there would be support, do not attempt to control. And in that support, you're going to make much greater chances of success for your investment than where you try to control, because you don't know that business. It's the kids who are doing it who know it much better than you do. So let them grow, let them go, just feed them, keep the right checks and controls so they don't rip you off and run off with your money. That's your right. But idea uska hai, thought process uski hai. If you control him, you've taken his dream away. Then it's failed.